They had big-time targets on the outside and a quarterback that was seasoned. So we didn't really know what they were going to do. We knew that they was going to take their turns passing the ball. Like, they threw the ball 68 times. I don't think I've ever been involved in a game that threw the ball 68 times. That's a lot. So, I mean, it's almost to the point their pass game was their run game.
Was that baptism by fire kind of a good approach for your guys to go through that week one? I mean, how much can they gain off that now?
I mean, a lot. I mean, like I say, shoot, we didn't give up any deep balls. I mean, it was all like a lot of yak, but it was what we wanted. We wanted to keep the ball in front of us. I mean, the one explosive play they had in the pass game, I believe, was 29 yards, and it was on a missed tackle by one of my guys. So, I mean, that's only going to get cleaned up. He'll tackle better, and we all will tackle better. I mean, and that won't happen. But we kept the ball in front of us, and from linebacker, I mean, shoot, you see that play, it was 3 linebackers that hawked the receiver down. So it shows that we do have some speed on our defense right now.
How did you feel like Lamar, just specifically, Lamar Jackson?
I believe he executed the game plan. Besides one play where he ducked inside, he executed the game plan. He was aggressive on the perimeter. He made some plays that tried to block him at the line of scrimmage, and he tackled extremely well in that game. And at the end of the game, I mean, the last 2 plays, he came up big. One, it was a PBU, he broke the ball up, and the other one, the last play of the game, it was a couple plays. I mean, Aaron undercut the ball like he's supposed to in the red zone, and Lamar was on his guy. So, I mean, he definitely grew up a lot in that football game.
What was your message to him? I mean, he was pretty frank about, I'm going to have a better season. What was your message to him after the game, after thinking about the way he played?
I mean, it wasn't too much of a message. All I could think about is they threw the ball 68 times. I mean, I came to this conference thinking everybody, the max they throw is 30 times, and I'm playing on a conference game, they throw the ball 68. So, I mean, I feel like I was back in the Pac-12. But it wasn't too much of a message for him. I mean, that's what he should do. And to be honest, with me, he should play even better than what he did do. I mean, I expect him now for never make that leverage mistake, and I expect him at the end of the game to come up with that interception. So whatever he does, it still won't be good enough for me.
How familiar are you with the Oregon personnel on the roster, just with your knowledge of the Pac-12?
I mean, I know quite a few of their guys. The thing is, I know more of their guys on defense than I do offense. So I don't know if that really helps me. But I do know that they have some weapons, and they have some guys that can run, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do everything they can to execute their game plan.
How different were they from the Chip Kelly and the offense they ran before, I mean, from what you saw?
I mean, it's no different because they still possess the same kind of players. Big-time running backs, big-time quarterback, big-time wide receivers. And they always had that. I mean, they've had guys that recruit the South well and they recruit California well, and they're getting guys.
So they'll still no huddle a lot or up-tempo you guys kind of like what they've done in the past from what you've seen?
I'm sure they will. I mean, it's a home game for them, and they're going to have the crowd behind them and the momentum and everything else. It's our job to come in there and try to take that.
You played there too, and a coach in that stadium. What is that stadium like from your perspective?
It's a great atmosphere. So our guys will be fired up and ready to go. It's a great place to play a football game.
You have to do the up-downs today?
I didn't, but I thought about it. But I was like, they messed up, not me. Now I'm just playing. We all messed up together.
But
we all messed up together. No, I took the day off. I'm pretty sure I'll get suspended for that, but I took the day off.
You feel like, other than that missed tackle, do you feel like your guys played pretty well?
Nah, like I say, I mean, no matter what, I mean, we played average because I can only think about in my head where we'll be in Game 9. So we'll only progress to get better. For Game 1, it was pretty darn good, and it will only continue to get better.
Hey, I noticed that a lot of your guys, and some of the safeties too, went with the diet here. We haven't had a chance to talk to them about it yet. But
yeah.
Was that solidarity or?
Just something that they just decided to do. I mean, they just said, they're going to go ahead and dye their hair and everything else and dragged me into it. And you just took it from there. As long as they play, I'm okay with anything. I just, But, I mean, yeah, no, those guys are awesome, man. I mean, it's a family. It's a collective group of guys. They've been together for a little bit. And anytime somebody new comes into the mix, they open them with open arms. So, I mean, it's a family. And our whole defense is that way. So it only continue to progress.
I noticed you kind of took them to the middle of the field about an hour and a half before the game, and all the defensive backs. And what was that? What can you share of that conversation? Why did you do it?
I mean, just before you go play a football game, nothing wrong with a prayer and just getting the guys ready to play.
What are we gonna? I mean, how much can you guys learn off just a game like this week, knowing you got some young guys and it's going to be a road test, playing a quality team like Oregon on the road?
It'll be a great game. I mean, like I said, this last football game has so much football in it. And it'd be hard to think that, anything new can happen in a football game, but football game is unpredictable. You never know what may come. So I think that last football game definitely got our guys prepared for the season.